welcome to my YouTube channel. As you can probably tell from the title or from all of the food in front of me here, I had the magnificent idea of starting off my YouTube channel with a mukbang or a food challenge, whatever you want to call it, while you guys all get to know me. So really, it was just an excuse for me to eat shitloads of KFC on camera for you guys. I have clipped my hair back so that I am ready to eat, and I might just jump straight into it, guys. For starters, I will explain what I got. This isn't actually all of the food that I ordered. I went a little bit crazy, but I've got original recipe chicken here. Ooh, I literally just dunked my finger in the gravy. Anyway, I'm the only one eating, guys, so it doesn't matter. I've got a bunch of chicken nuggets, popcorn chicken, hot chips or fries as they call them in America, a tub of gravy. I don't like potato and gravy, I just like the gravy. So, and I've also got coleslaw because it came in the pack that I ordered. So I might just try that. I've never actually tried the coleslaw from KFC before. And a frozen Mountain Dew, which I've had a few sips of already because it took me a little while to set up this whole thing. So I might actually start by eating my favorite thing from KFC, which is an original recipe drumstick. You guys, if you're like someone who doesn't like watching people eat, definitely exit this video now because I'm literally gonna be eating the whole time for you guys, so. Oh my God, I haven't had KFC in like the longest time. Okay, I will probably start with my name, which I'm sure you've already seen, but my name is Annelese Milton, and my age, I am 24 years old. I posted a photo actually recently on Instagram. Oh my God, guys, popcorn chicken. So good. It's like the little crunchy ones. On my birthday, I posted a photo saying that I had turned 24. Oh my God. I got torn to shreds in the comments. Actually, I take that back. A lot of my followers were so amazing and just wished me a nice happy birthday. But so many people felt the need to tell me that I actually looked like I was 40. Like, oh my God. And I live in Sydney, Australia. So I have lived here my whole life. Actually, that's a lie. I grew up in Sydney, Australia, but when I was 17 years old, I actually moved to Hong Kong for a little bit. At the time, I was modeling, proper modeling, not Instagram modeling. I was with an agency back then. And I actually left school because I was getting really badly bullied in school. And I ended up doing homeschooling. So it wasn't the kind of homeschooling where your mom like sits down and teaches you. It was like a school in the city that would send me like work each week that I would have to complete, and then I send it back. So it's like correspondence, I guess. I would send all of the paperwork back, and they would like mark it and let me know how it went. And you could like jump on the phone to like your teachers, and they would like sit down and talk to you on the phone if there was like anything that you didn't understand. So I did move to Hong Kong when I was 17, and it was such an amazing experience. That's actually like, it might be a really good idea for like a story time video one day, explaining to you guys what the whole process was. Moving to Hong Kong as a 17-year-old girl to go over there to model. I don't know if I even explained. So my agency here in Australia, back when I was like 14 years old, actually, I entered this competition that was here in Australia called the Girlfriend Model Search, which was like a magazine. I don't even know if they still do the magazine. So it was a magazine that would run this competition every single year, where you would enter and they would like find the next big model in Australia, and they'd put you on the cover of the magazine. And my mum took me and I entered, and I ended up being like runner-up or something. Anyway, the agency that was like connected to the competition was like, hey, we really want you. And they ended up signing me. I think I was like 15 years old. And when I ended up getting really badly bullied in school and doing homeschooling, it was a perfect opportunity for me to actually go and travel a little bit and model overseas to get some really cool experience. So yeah, they shipped me over to Hong Kong, and I was living with these 3 Russian girls who were not the nicest, actually. They weren't very nice to me at all. They literally like would just speak in Russian to each other, and I just like would sit in my room and like not talk to anyone because yeah, they weren't very nice to me. I'm gonna try one of these pieces. I think it's like the wing or something. Yeah, it's the wing. Anyway, so yeah, I have lived in Hong Kong a little bit, which was such an amazing experience when I was younger. I ended up actually coming back early because it was a little bit too much for a 17-year-old girl to handle. They would actually like weigh us every single fortnight. They would like weigh us and make sure that we haven't gained any weight. Coming from the girl who is sitting down eating a lot of KFC in front of you guys. Anyway, so yeah, they would weigh us every single fortnight, and if you put on any weight, or like they would also like measure your arms, your waist, your hips, your like butt and everything, and if you put on weight, they'd like give you a set amount of time to lose it. I think that's just like the way it was back then in Asia. I say back then like as if I'm like an old bag now, but I feel like this was a really long time ago. So yeah, I ended up actually coming home early because I was meant to go from Hong Kong and then fly to Spain. And there was like a few other locations where they were going to be sending me, but it was so much for a young girl to handle. I was super thin back then. I know I still like look thin now, but if you can imagine another little get to know me, I am 5'8", so I'm not the shortest girl. I think that's like 173 centimeters. Anyway, back then when I was modeling overseas, I was like 48 kilos. So not very healthy at all, guys. That's the reason why I love Instagram modeling now, because it's like gives everyone the opportunity to like showcase their beauty to the world, show the world what they got, but at the same time be healthy and be whatever shape, size, whatever height, like any skin color, any ethnicity. Like it's just amazing. Instagram, I think that's one of like the blessings of the platform, is just made it so that like anyone can be a model, which I think personally is amazing. I know a lot of people make fun of it, but I love it. I think it's amazing. So that brings me to Instagram, which is currently my full-time job, which I feel so blessed to be able to say that, because it was like a dream of mine for such a long time to be able to do that. I didn't even realize it was a thing at one point. Like I didn't even know that it was like an option that people would be able to make money of doing like Instagram and posting pictures of themselves full-time. But I was actually working for my family's business, which was an accounts role, like an accounts manager, like a bookkeeper. And I did that for like 5 years. So after I got back from Hong Kong, because I left Hong Kong early, everything was a little bit too much. I was like, I'm gonna have a break. I'm just gonna go and do a normal job. So I actually ended up working for my family for 5 years doing their accounts, which was like the best experience ever. Like I loved so much that I got to learn like kind of like a corporate side of things, because I went from modeling to an office job and now back to full-time modeling, if you could call it that. But I know, like, yeah, Instagram modeling, whatever you want to call it. I'm really jumping around, aren't I, guys? Trust me, I'm gonna get the hang of this YouTube thing in no time. I've been wanting to do it for such a long time. I thought this would be a good idea, but I'm struggling because I don't want to like chew and talk at the same time. So I'm trying to like chew and then talk, and I'm actually getting out of breath. Guys, in the comment section down below, let me know if like you are a KFC or a McDonald's person, because I feel like everyone is one or the other. Like for me, if I've been out or I've had a really long day, I want KFC. Like KFC is my jam. But then you'll meet the other types of people where like a Big Mac is what they want at the end of the day. Let me know in the comment section down below which one you guys are. Anyway, so as I was saying, I've been wanting to start this channel for such a long time, but I'm such a perfectionist, like to another degree, I'm such a perfectionist. And when you're a perfectionist, it's really hard to start things, well in my opinion anyway, because you know how much work you're gonna have to put in to make it perfect. So I'm not kidding, like probably for the last 6 months I've been wanting to start this YouTube channel, and it's just been like one of those things where like every day there's just something different that makes me think like, nah, today's not the day. But it wasn't until actually 2020 hit. It was New Year's Eve and I was sitting down and I was thinking like, what the hell? Like a whole new decade is here and I haven't done it still. So I like vowed on New Year's Eve that I was gonna start my YouTube channel this year, and I'm feeling like really proud of myself for actually sitting down and getting this done. So this is my message to you guys. If you're the type of person who doesn't start something because you know that you're such a perfectionist that once you start it, it's gonna be so much work to get it perfect, just start. It was like revolutionary for me to sit down and realize that like, this is just gonna go on forever. Like I'm never gonna be completely happy with something. So I really should just start and let it be imperfect and start the ball rolling. And you know, when you see these things when you're scrolling through Instagram, it's like, this is your sign that you've been looking for, guys. This is your sign. If you've been wanting to start something, this is your sign. Just do it. It's a new decade. It's a fresh start. Just get it started. Like life is way too short, way too short to not start doing the things that you really want to do. Anyway, I jumped around. So I do Instagram full time at the moment. I feel so lucky to be able to do it. It was like such a cool transition for me because like I said, I was able to experience the real modeling, which was like, I was doing fashion week, I was traveling, I was doing like editorial shoots. I looked a little bit different back then. I definitely didn't have the boobies. Anyway, so, and then I did the corporate job, the corporate world. I used to get dressed up in my office clothes every single day, go into the office and sit in front of a computer 5 days a week. And then I started my Instagram, and I remember I shot with this photographer and he was like, I don't understand how you don't have more followers. And I was like, oh yeah, it's really hard. Like there's so much competition. There's so many girls doing it. And he was like, here's the #1 trick. He was like, consistency. So he was like, post a photo every single day and in no time you'll get followers. So I listened. I started posting photos every single day, and in no time my Instagram started to grow. I was getting reposted by big pages, and yeah, the rest is history. So another little fact about me is I love to sing. Back when I was in primary school, I used to do singing, dancing, and acting, and my favorite was singing, and it was the kind of thing where I knew I was okay. Like I knew I could sing better than the average Joe, but I never felt like I was amazing. So I never pursued that. Again, the same thing. I'm such a perfectionist that I'm like, unless I can be perfect, there is no point. And so I ended up quitting. I stopped going to singing school. And all these years later, I actually recently posted a video on my Instagram of myself singing. And it took so much courage for me to do that, guys, because, you know, posting photos on Instagram to like a big audience is already such a nerve-wracking thing. Like, you know, I think I'm sitting on like 270,000 followers at the moment. And every time I post a photo, I'm like, oh my gosh, a lot of people are gonna see this. Well, there's the option for a lot of people to see this, and a photo is one thing, but showcasing yourself in a different way And putting yourself out there with something like singing is like a whole nother ball game, guys. And I remember I sat there, I sent the video to all my friends. I sent it to like, even asked them to show random people that they knew, because I was like, I need to know that this isn't gonna make a fool. Like, I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. And I was so proud of myself because I ended up uploading it and I had the best response from you guys. Well, from my Instagram family. Everyone was so lovely and I had nothing but positive comments. And so yeah, that's another little fun fact about me. I love to sing and I want to get more into it. Again, in 2020, I want to start doing the things that really like set my soul on fire, and singing is one of them. It looks like I've barely eaten anything, but I feel like I've had so much so far. While I'm on the subject of Instagram and getting like positive comments, I also want to talk about the negative comments, because they are definitely there. And I actually put a post up on my story the other day, and it was something along the lines of, every comment on the internet is a direct reflection of the person that wrote it. So if you're spreading hate, you're clearly hating yourself, your life, whatever. If you're spreading love, then you're living in a position of love. And it just like hit me so hard because, like I said, I was bullied pretty badly in school. So I'm, you know, completely aware that these nasty people exist. But from doing social media full time and putting myself out there on the internet, if you do follow me on Instagram, you would see a lot of my content is me in a bikini, me in lingerie. I work with like a bunch of big brands with just like little party dresses and lingerie and swimwear. So I'm putting myself out there for people to see me, really. Anyway, I got reposted by this really big page. I'm not going to say the page name, but it's a pretty big page on Instagram. I think they have like 22 million followers or something crazy like that. And I don't usually go and read the comments when I get reposted on other pages. I read all of my comments on my photos because my followers are the most beautiful people. And thank God I found this thing called comment controls where I can block certain words from being like coming up in my comment section. Everyone has an opinion and everyone's entitled to their opinion. I personally just like to keep my space and the energy around me super positive. So I do put all the nasty words in the comment control section. So if you do write a nasty comment on my Instagram, you'll notice it doesn't even show up. But when I looked at this particular post that I'm talking about on this page with lots of followers, I am not kidding. I think there was around 1,500 comments on this photo, right? And out of the 1,500 comments, I could probably count on two hands the positive comments under this photo. Every single other comment that I could find was pretty damn nasty. And having to do this job full time, you do grow a thick skin. I definitely have grown a thick skin from the bullying in high school, from, you know, just people in my daily life judging me based off my appearance. Boy, oh boy. The comments underneath this photo. As my camera just completely died, not from battery. It was like, it said it was overheating or something. I clearly need to get the hang of this whole YouTube thing because I'm not sure if that's meant to happen. Anyway, like I was saying, I went onto this post and I just thought, I'm gonna have a little gaze. I'm gonna just see what a few people have to say. Bad mistake. Don't do that. I am not kidding, guys. All of these comments, I cannot believe that there's actually people out there that sit down and take time out of their day to write this disgustingness on a person's photo that they have never met. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I'm not even exaggerating. I was like reading these comments and they were talking about when I die, how long I'll take to decompose. And, you know, someone was talking about my dead body floating in the ocean and a turtle choking on it. And it's like, guys, I'm a human being and I have feelings and I can see this with my eyes, and you've never met me and you have no idea what I'm like as a person, and you're sitting here writing this like horrific comment and having a laugh about it. Like, you sad, sad human. I will never understand that mentality, or like that concept to me is just so bizarre. Like, to just be able to like sit down and care that much about someone else's life that you have to write a comment. Like, what do you, like, send it to your friend and have a bitch if you want to, but like, boy, man, like under these photos that like on this massive page, I just couldn't believe the extent of online bullying on a picture of this young girl just like in a damn bikini. Like, I'll never get it. Anyway, thank God I have a thick skin. I don't know how someone would handle it if they didn't have a thick skin, or if they were the type of person that was like really affected by like people's nasty words. Yeah, I think like something that I really can recommend to you guys, or like anyone watching this, if you are someone who like gets bullied online, like those people are clearly in pain. They're clearly hurting, and they clearly don't have enough going on in their life that they feel the need to tear someone else down that they don't even know. And if you're one of the people that writes nasty comments, I will pray for you because you are on another level depressed, I think. I mean, yeah, I'm not kidding, guys. The comments, like, people were telling me to go kill myself, and I mean, I'm laughing about it, but that's not funny. That's horrific. I can't even imagine what it would be like for someone reading that who wasn't in a really good place in their life, and who didn't have really like a really strong mind, and who didn't have a really good support system around them. Like, I put myself out there to create content for brands, and like, it's my job, it's what I do full time, and I like how I look, and I look after myself, and I work hard, and I do all the right things, and I'm a good person, you know. And you're out here like tearing me to shreds, and you've never met me before. I will pray for you and all the people who leave beautiful comments on my Instagram. I don't think you guys realize how much it actually does mean to me. I know I don't probably reply to all of you. I don't have time. I get like hundreds of DMs a day, but they never go unnoticed. I love you all so much. Like, it's crazy. Wow, this has turned into like a tribute to my Instagram followers. So when I was looking up like get to know me videos, everyone had like a list of questions. So I did have a little list going in my notes, which I have strayed from so hard because I've just gone off topic, winging it with you guys, just jumping around. Don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. I'm so full, but it looks like I've barely eaten anything. But I will get back to the get to know me part of the video. One of the questions on someone's get to know me list was, do I have siblings? Yes, I do. I had a younger brother and an older sister, and they're both the coolest people. They're really talented in their own fields. My brother makes music, he's a rapper, and my sister works in marketing. She is a social media marketing gal. So I have amazing creative people around me, and I'm just sitting here eating KFC trying to tell you guys about myself. Okay, another question on my list is, where is a place in the world that you would really want to travel to? Right now, the number one place that I want to go is Japan. I've been wanting to go to Japan forever. Good catch. I've been wanting to go to Japan forever, and I'm actually planning on going for my birthday when I turn 25, and everyone on my Instagram wants to tell me that I look like I'm 55 now. Guys, this is a weird world, this whole Instagram thing. I will never call myself an influencer, by the way. I am not an influencer. Sure, people follow me, because they like the pictures that I post, but I really don't feel like I'm out here influencing people. If that's the case, I should stop eating all this KFC because this is not a good influence on people. Guys, don't try and eat as much KFC as I have right now. This is me doing this for you to show you how much I can eat, but oh my God, I'm starting to feel sick. On the topic of food, actually, let's talk about fitness because that's another interesting way to get to know me. I love going to the gym. I'm a bit of a gym junkie at the moment. I am obsessed with getting up first thing in the morning, hitting the gym, and it's just like even more than like a physical thing, like how I want to look. It's so good for my mind. Like I said, like I've mentioned with all those horrible nasty comments, there's nothing better than like jumping on the exercise bike or like doing my sled runs every single morning. That just releases all that negative energy and puts me back into like, I got this, I'm a ninja, look how strong I am, look how fast I am. It's so good for your mental health, guys. I really recommend, like if you don't already work out, give it a go and watch the dopamine hit you in the gym. I've never tried the coleslaw from KFC, so this is gonna be like a first for me, and I'm doing it on camera for you all to see. It looks good. What a vibe. Oh my God. I am impressed, KFC. That's fresh. That is fresh. Guys, I really want to know what you want to see more of from me. I feel like you barely got to know me at all. I've just jumped around from place to place, but it's been so much fun. Filming myself eating. It's been a lesson as well that this is so much harder than it looks, and like mad kudos to the people that do this. I watch mukbangs, like proper mukbangers. I even watch the ones that are like ASMR or whatever it is, where they're not even talking. They're literally just staring at the camera, eating their food, and you can hear every little squishy noise in their mouth. And it drives me a little bit crazy, but at the same time, I just can't stop watching. I'm sorry if you guys have had to listen to me chew this whole time. It's been so much fun, though. I think YouTube's my new jam. Watch out 2020. I'm gonna be on the YouTube content train. Guys, let me know if there's any particular videos you wanna see. I have heaps of cool ideas. There's a fly in here. It's probably smelling all of my chicken. Ew, what the hell? I have barely made a dent in this food. Well, actually, you know what? I'm very proud of how I did on those original recipe pieces of chicken. As for the chips, I don't know. I feel like it's like the endless bowl of chips that will never go down. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for lasting the whole video. I can't believe you're still here, honestly. It's just something that I wanted to quickly do to just introduce myself to YouTube, and I totally don't think I did it right. But yeah, so much love for you all. Nothing but love down in the comments, please, guys. Like I said, remember, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.